Willie knows what I'm talking about. Seems as though the only way those 2012ers think they can beat Obama is by trashing him. And even members of their own party are warning they should not. That's not the route to go. Yo, yo.
If you're a conservative, you have to persuade. You have to defend a position. You can't just be against the president.
Do you think some in your party overdo it?
I do. I do. I think when you start ascribing bad motives to the guy, I think that's wrong. It turns off a bunch of people that want solutions.
You know, the problem, Jeb, is these cats ain't got any ideas. That's their problem. No, listen, I understand that they're actually, I understand Michelle Bachmann is going to come out with a health care plan, and I'll guarantee it has a tort reform in it.
What's wrong with that? You actually...
I think the tort reform is a good idea, but she'll trash Obamacare. But, and then Newt Romney, whatever his name is going to come out with a jobs plan. Now, we're going to see what you say about this brilliant guy and his jobs plan.
Look, I love Jeb Bush, but, you know, that feels to me like a shot at Rick Perry. Rick Perry's going after Obama, and he should be, because Obama basically has become the socialist in chief. He's the redistribution of wealth, share the prosperity president, and it ain't working. Rick Perry's the opposite.
You haven't picked it up
Jeb
yet.
Bush, if you remember the whole Bush-Perry thing?
You know what this is? This is the exact mirror image of the segment that we just did in the B block about the Tea Party. I will say this. Jeb Bush's point is well taken and should be heeded. Anybody who has... I had sisters. Whenever my parents would badmouth one of the guys my sisters was dating, she liked them more. So you always have to go after the plan and not the man.
Except, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'll say that actually held true during the Clinton years, right? When conservatives piled on Bill Clinton, he became more popular. But I think the Clinton policies were actually successful economically.
But no one would admit that during the time.
This guy has been so destructive to the economy that, look, if the Republicans are smart, they'll do two things.
But talk about the economy.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't talk about his birth certificate.
They'll take Jeb's advice to the extent that they will make this a referendum about Obama, as well as pair that with a positive, proactive, pro-growth agenda.
But I actually do think, as much as I think Republicans should take no prisoners when it comes to his policies, I do think Jeb Bush makes a point. I think Republicans can overreach. Eric, I think Republicans, from a political standpoint, can overreach, and Barack Obama has still managed to remain somewhat likable. And I do think if Republicans start looking really, really angry and crazy, they turn off independents, and he becomes a sympathetic figure.
I'm trying to figure out what you guys are talking about.
There's enough. Okay, there's enough stuff there.
Romney, Perry, Bachmann. Who's taking a shot at him personally? None of them are. They're taking a shot at his policies.
No, I think there are people that are, you know, basic. We know who they are.
Yeah, they're the Tea people.
I'm guessing that's not who Jeb Bush was referring to.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Very smart to actually not go after Obama right out of the gate. He's going after Bernanke. It seems like he's going to go after everybody else, at least initially.
Eric put his finger on something here. There is, if we haven't missed it yet, there clearly is a little divide between the Bush and the Perry camps, is there not?
Yeah.
A little divide.
I think that, you know, Karl Rove started this thing rolling. I think I know what happened when he was lieutenant governor. What the rub is, I won't say it. But
come on, tell us.
Yeah.
Well, it's a personal.
Come on, Uncle Bob,
listen,
tell us the story.
I think Jeb Bush did make a good point. You're exactly right. You're not going to beat a sitting president. You can beat a sitting House member, a senator, but you can't beat a sitting president just on him. You've got to have some alternatives.
And there's enough stuff you can go after. The policies are disastrous, so stick to the policies.
Listen, do I know? I sit here every day. I understand what you can go after him on.
Has anyone on the right, any of the 8 or 9 GOP contenders, gone after him personally? They say he talks funny or you know, I like the way he walks. It's all about his taxing, his overspending, the national debt.
What about the Tea Party and his birther thing? You don't think that's personal?
Oh, come on, Bob. I don't think that's what Jeb Bush is talking about, really, because that's like ages ago and water in the
None of the average Americans who make up the Tea Party movement are running for president. We're asking you point blank, of the 8 or 9 declared GOP presidential candidates, none of them have taken personal shots at Barack Obama. His record is fair game, and he should not be immune to criticism.
I don't know, I have enough time in this segment to go through it all, but I thought Mitt Romney's ad, that first ad he read in that road thing, was a direct and personal shot at Obama. I think that Bachmann is taking personal shots at him. I know Newt Gingrich
How is bumping the road? How is Obama saying the 9.2% unemployment bumping the road? How is that a personal shot?
Because you've got a semi-dead person, which is fairly representative of that GOP field, rising up out of the road. I mean, it was disgraceful.
Wait, can I just say?
I put my share of disgrace last.
This is the way I look at it. You got to look at the way Bush was treated by the left for 8 years and the way Reagan was denigrated by the left. He was portrayed as a doddering old fool. We're supposed to be, as a conservative libertarian, higher than that.
Wait a
That's
all
all I'm
Greg,
saying.
when we talk about personal, we don't
There's
talk about
plenty of
personal about his family. I'm talking about when you call him a socialist, that's
Yeah.
personal. Every one of them is
I think
called
he would agree with
Absolutely
that.
not. There's
Bush was
nothing
called a
personal.
Nazi.
I can find you a quote from every one of these people who says he's a socialist.
Bob,
I
think
called
he
him
would-
that.
Well, yeah, but
that's
you're,
not
I mean,
personal
you're so
attack.
far out of
He's
the
a
right
socialist
that
because of what he's doing to the economy.
I think he would agree with the fact that he's a socialist. If he were sitting
Yes.
here, he'd say
Yes.
yes.
Oh, come on,
The
please.
wealth redistributing policies of
You
the
all-
last
I don't know
2.5
where- you know,
years
I
are
was a-
totally socialist.
I was a
the wealth,
football
Joe
player,
the
but I
plumber.
tell you one thing, you all get back to get history about what a
Share
socialist
the
is.
wealth, Joe the plumber. Share the prosperity, American people. I have too much money. I have extra money. I don't need it all. Tax me
Oh,
higher.
is that socialism?
Yes.
Then you should go back to school because you
It's
played too much baseball and
it's
didn't
the
go to enough to
defini-
history
it's
class.
it's in the definition of socialism. It's in the Marxist handbook.
It's statism.
Exactly.
I have a
Statism.
copy of the Marxist
Statism.
handbook, and it's not there.
You and I have done plenty of campaigns, and we know negative ag works. But we will agree on this one that there is a line, and you got to be careful.
I think you're right. And I think they set the tone already, and it's going way over the edge.
And
Coming
way
up,
over the edge.
football, as I was talking about, and prayer. Two of my favorite things. One school district is now separating them after complaints over a pregame prayer. Those details next on The Five.
God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson.